Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here in one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call Taking My Community Back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're gonna do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're gonna bridge that gap because we're gonna get out here, we're gonna shake hands, we're gonna find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with, and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck. And our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. At a sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
You are tuned in to Talk Show Kings on TV 1061.
Man, what they gonna do with this black on black crime, man? I'm sick of this. Thank you for watching another edition of Talk Show Kings on TV 1061. We'll be seeing you soon.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to Talk Show Kings, where we discuss current events. I am King Laron, and to my left,
King Eric, and to my left,
King Jason.
And together we are Talk Show Kings. First and foremost, want to give a great thank you to our producer, Felix Washington, here at TV 1061 Productions, and a big thank you to the city of Douglasville for housing this wonderful podcast live show that we're shooting here. That's live on Roku and YouTube. And also, if you would like to donate to our wonderful cause, you can via Cash App at $TV 1061. Now, what I'd like to do to start us off is to do a little check-in with my Kings. How are Kings doing? How are we doing this past week?
good. Just had a nice little weekend. But got to get back to it tomorrow.
Got to get right back to it tomorrow.
Right back to it.
Yeah.
Same here. It's been a really good weekend. Well rested. You know, I've always say when Sunday evening hits, it makes me cry inside my heart.
Monday mornings, huh? Monday mornings. Oh man. Well, I feel the same way. But Speaking of the laughter, though, I want to start with these hot chatter topics. First one being the closing of Uptown Comedy Corner's Hateville location. Now, I'll say Uptown was my favorite comedy. That was the first comedy place I ever been to, and I've been here 20 years, so that was a little bit of a shock to me, a little hurt. But how about you, King? What do you think about that closing?
Well, for me, I've only been there to that location once.
Mm.
I've been to the location off Jimmy Carter. So, I mean, it was a shock. It was a shock, but I can understand the reason why. I mean, like they stated the reason for their closing was because of competition from another company up in Alpharetta, Helium, and then another company, City Winery at Ponce City Market. So, yeah. So I can understand. I mean, they both, well, one of them is definitely in the heart of the metro Atlanta area, and then Alpharetta is like, for me, that's like an hour and a half drive. So, I mean, I can go to Alabama.
That's true.
I mean,
you're right there.
But it's okay. I mean, like I said, I only been there once at that location, so I understand how business works. So, what about you, King?
I'm actually very disappointed and devastated. I've never actually been. I remember when I first seen and heard about Uptown, I was living downtown back in the day, and they had a location off of I think Peachtree Street or West Marietta Street, actually. And when I heard they moved to Hateville, you know, somewhere a little bit more bigger, you know, for them to have space, which was, you understand, on the business side. But now hearing that they're closing down was very shocking, because I actually had plans to kind of go sometime this year, take my wife and my sister to go, because we like to listen. We like comedy, and, you know, it's not far from where I grew up at. So, yeah, kind of hurting.
Well, you'll be going to City Winery now, sir.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, I heard that it's nice at City Winery. I mean, I've heard they have some nice comedians out there. Nima Cat. Who else? What's the guy that used to play on the TV show? Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's been there. Yeah. So I mean,
was it Mark Curry?
Mark Curry.
Oh yes. And another thing too, you know, the Ponce, they have some nice restaurants over there as well. My wife and I, we went over there a couple of times, and they have some good coffee shops too.
Indeed. Well, I have to say personally too, I haven't ventured up to Alpharetta to, what is it? Is it Helium? Yeah, I might, but I definitely got to check out City Winery. Definitely got to do that. For our next topic, which I thought was pretty interesting too, was the UK has announced that they're lowering their voting age to 16 years old. Now, I'm not trying to, you know, say anything about that generation right now, but I'm a little bit worried about that. But what about your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that, King?
Well, when you first asked me about it, I was like, I thought it was kind of crazy, but then I had to go back and think. This is the same country that allowed kids to drink at 16.
Very true. Very true.
So you could drink, the legal age to drink over there is 16. It may be younger if I'm not, but I know at 16 they're drinking. So if they're going to allow them to drink at 16, I mean, it was only a matter of time before other things start changing. They must believe that those kids have the mental capabilities to be involved in voting. That's the only way that they would do something like that, unless they're just plain dumb. But I mean, this world is crazy right now. I mean, so you wouldn't know. But like I said, they may think that their kids have that mental capacity to make decisions like that.
I'm kind of curious if with their population of senior citizens are decreasing to where, you know, the voting count is also low to where it's affecting certain types or all elections. Maybe I'm wondering that could be another reason why they're considering allowing 16-year-olds to vote.
And that could be
because
a good reason.
Yeah, because I haven't read much about the UK's laws, but I'm curious, what is their drafting age?
That's a great point too, because I always thought it was kind of an interesting detail that in the United States, the drinking age is 21. However, you know, in order to go to fight in the military, you'd be 18.
And to vote is 18.
And the vote is 18. So,
yeah.
Personally, I think it should be the other way around because, they say that our frontal lobes don't even fully develop in our brain until about 24, 25, depending on your level of maturity. And I personally think that a smaller number of highly or more qualified voters would be the right route to go. But that's just my personal opinion, though.
Yeah, I mean, and another thing too, it could be as well. I mean, like you said, their mentality is still immature and still developing. That could be a way where maybe the government is taking advantage of a young age, teenager to vote for someone that they don't really know anything about. I mean,
Right.
what average teenager would sit down and take time to research on who they're going to vote for?
That's true. Yeah.
Teenagers now are really quick to go to social media. We've had a lot of conversations about that, and what teenager gonna say? 16 is like, well, I watch you on TikTok, YouTube, all the Twitch and everything, and I don't want to vote for this person.
Well, I know they say that from looking at it, they're saying that being that 16-year-olds can work and pay taxes and be drafted into the military
Over there in UK.
in the UK.
Oh.
Well, and that's only in certain areas.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I
And
think-
it's only in certain areas that they're allowed to vote.
Oh, really?
Really? Okay, that makes okay.
Okay.
Certain areas.
Okay, I can see that. I definitely can see
So with that, that would be the argument on why that they are allowing them to vote, because they're able to pay work and pay taxes and be drafted at 16. So they're like, well, why they can't vote? The big argument was why they can't vote.
that. Yeah, no, that's from that perspective. Yeah, I definitely can understand that.
Well, I mean, if you look at it like that, then that's the same thing over here with the kids over here. Only difference is they can start working and paying taxes when they 15.
Chick-fil-A.
And then on top of that, the only difference is they can't be drafted until they're 18.
Yeah.
But do you really want your 16-year-old to be, or 15 or 16-year-old to be voting for somebody?
See, I think that it would be interesting if they had more of a focus in certain either public or private school curriculums that focused on the ins and outs of voting. Because I don't know about y'all, but when I came up, it was more so like the history of voting. But as far as like the current, it was just more go vote, go vote, go vote. It wasn't, read this document, read these bills, read these amendments, look at this research. There wasn't much done when I came up in school, but I think
Right. And
Yeah.
I think that's how a lot of people were brought up, when it just saying, just when you get of age, go broke, go vote. It
be broke too.
matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you vote for, just go vote.
You're right. And
But-
we weren't even encouraged to do research on who we voting for and what we're voting for. I mean, looking at a bill now, I mean, an average bill is between, 100 to Lord knows how much now. Who
That's-
wants to read that much?
Yeah.
Look, that's why you had to summarize it. That's why we had technology. Put it in there and
There
let
you
them
go.
summarize that bill for you, and
There you go.
and then if you can understand it, I believe that's what we all need to do. A lot of people don't do that, and a lot of people just look at it. When it comes to voting, they just don't. I mean, we have, talking about 16-year-old voting, we have people that's 20, 30, 50 years old that don't need to vote.
Agreed. Yeah. Very much agreed.
So I mean, who's to say? I mean, let's just really look at it. Who's to say that 16-year-old don't have the mental capacity to vote? Who's to say that they don't? I mean, it's some smart kids out here, but for the most part, they don't even know how to vote. Some of them don't even know how to vote for their class president
That part.
because they so busy running trying to be with the clique.
Trying to be with the
And
clique.
that clique that person who they vote for in that clique may not be the right person for that to handle that position.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great point. But a little segue here, speaking of presidents, though. The founder of the Heritage Foundation, Edwin J. Fulner, rest in peace, who has died at the age of 83. How do you brought that up? How do you think that's going to affect the future as far as politics are concerned?
Well, I mean, he was one of the main participators of creating the Project 2025.
True.
And now that he, passed away, he won't be able to enjoy the benefit of what he invested in and participated in, or to see it happen or see it change over time. So I mean, he'll probably say, "Hey, my work is done. I did it. It's out there," but he won't be able to really, enjoy the benefit of it. Now, to affect us, I mean, it's going to affect us anyway because we have to live through it. He doesn't. So, and the first time me hearing about this guy and, finding out that he was part of it, it's not a shocker. I'm just thinking in my mind, no, disrespect towards the dead, or no disrespect towards his family and friends. It's just now that you help put something together to be placed into law and you're dead and gone, I kind of take that as kind of like a karma in some ways, because you knew how the Project 2025 would more benefit you than benefit the people of America.
You got some. I know. I saw some on your face. You got some input there.
Well, I don't think it was karma, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think he knew what he was doing. I think he was what, in his 80s?
83.
He already knew his time was short. So why not cause corruption and make it better for my family?
So like he's trying to say, like, kind of going out with a bang.
Going out with a bang. That's basically what he did.
That's a great point. And I never thought about that, but that's a great point. Going out with a bang. I mean, I guarantee you, he was used to that wealth. He was used to the popularity. If he was that type of person, even if he was more the person that works in the back, he still reaped the benefit from what he got. And not only just him, I mean, even his colleagues, his families, and all of that stuff. So.
Yep.
Great points. Well, I had a couple more hot chatter topics that I wanted to bring up to y'all, just your thoughts. News hit that Timbaland has created a new AI record label and signed the first AI recording artist by the name of Tata. Now, I don't know if I'm going to pay to go see an AI perform on stage, but I'm curious to hear what y'all input. I see you laughing, Jay. King Jason, what you think about that?
First of all, I don't know what genre the AI is going to produce and create.
I think they said pop primarily.
Well, I'm a nerd. I love techno.
Okay.
So I remember hearing about this story, and I kind of, forgot about it. I haven't really paid much attention to it, but hearing how he started that, I want to see what the creativity is going to be, because Timbaland is very creative.
He is. Most definitely.
Look, I just made some music this weekend.
Really?
Using AI.
What kind of music did you make?
I made a couple of instrumentals. So, I mean, that's why I say it's different, so many different avenues and so many different tools out there that you can use with AI. It's crazy. Again, I made music, and you can and it's a tool called Udio. If you use Udio, you could go there for free, and it gives you 100 and some credits for free just for joining. And I was just playing around with it, trying to add some music to some videos I was making. And it's amazing how you can do that. I mean, wow. It's crazy. So we talking about AI, and we're talking about Timbaland. Timbaland, he is one of the, even though he don't get the credit, he's a great producer.
Amazing.
I mean, he done produced a lot of hit records.
A lot.
Him and Magoo, Timbaland and Magoo.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Magoo.
And don't forget, he also produced music for other artists too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Missy.
Oh, yeah.
Justin Timberlake. I mean, so for him, I'm pretty sure that he'll take this. I think between him and Dr. Dre, if Dr. Dre decide to do AI, that would be nice to see.
That would be nice to see.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. For him, between him and Dre,
yeah,
man, look at him.
And you got to remember, Timbaland and Dre, they grew up in the same generation, the same upbringing of the beginning of rap music. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Dre, wasn't he a DJ back in the day when he started off?
In the clubs.
Dre was a DJ.
Yep.
Dre started off as an R&B singer.
Wait, R&B, really?
Come on, man.
I didn't know he did R&B. I didn't know he did R&B.
He was a R&B. He was part of an R&B group called the World Class Wrecking Crew.
So I remember that because honestly, most of my history from that was from straight out of Compton. So
He used to wear the little tight pants and yeah. So you got to go back and look at it.
I got
to look at it.
I gotta
go back
dial
and
back.
listen to it.
But
look it up.
UDO, the thing about UDO is, and it's a lot of other tools out there. You can make any type of genre of music that you want, from hip hop, classical. Like the one I made today was a classical orchestra, and it was.
Okay, let's go off script now. Now we talking about music.
Let's see, here we go.
That's one of my biggest passions now. So now I want to hear. So y'all history is like what really got y'all to fall in love with music? Go ahead,
Church.
Jay. Go ahead. You say church?
Church.
Ah, wow, that's
Yeah, I mean,
I grew up. Okay, so I grew up in a church. When it came to like R&B and rap music, my mom.
nah.
that's
Now,
how.
you know,
Yeah, me too.
unless I'm in the car with some other people and I'm not in the car with my mom, whatever they listen to, I listen to. But if I'm around my family, it's either gonna be gospel or country.
Country. Oh,
You know,
okay,
and as I got older, when I was like 13, I had a little radio. Cause back then, you use cassette tapes, record songs and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Make your own little mix.
Make a little mix.
I would try to, listen to some R&B and rap. I only listen to a small amount.
Mhm.
So, but as I gotten older, those who I were aware of, people like Usher, TLC, Run DMC, MC Hammer, Michael, MJ, all of that, I'm aware of. I grew up to that, but stuff like, rap music, Biggie, Tupac, and all of that, I was restricted,
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Go ahead, King.
I think we all were restricted.
We-
when we listened to it
Anyway, yeah, I knew you gonna say it.
I
yeah.
mean, for me, what made me start enjoying music, I would have to say my grandmother and my mother. Well, my granddaddy used to always listen to blues.
Oh yeah.
Used to always listen to blues.
Love the blues.
My grandmama, every Sunday morning, we listen to church music. She putting them albums on before we go to church.
Oh yeah.
Like you getting yours, it's like you got to get your head right to go to the house of the Lord. Well, grandmama, in my head, I'm like, ain't my head gonna be right when I get there anyway? But I understood what she was saying. But now, my mom, I used to hate the OJs. Man, I couldn't stand the OJs.
Because you heard them so
Really?
much?
My mama used to play them all the time. I used to hate the OJs. I couldn't stand them. But now, I listen to them before I listen to anybody else if I had to. If that would if I had to choose one group to listen to for the rest of my life, it would be the OJ.
The OJs.
And I know if my mama would probably somewhere laughing and smiling because I said that right now. But I'm just saying, if it had to be one that I had to listen to, it'd be a hard choice between the OJs and the Temptations. But I would probably have to go with the OJs.
Who you gonna go with? King Jason? I know that's a hard ask.
I can't really pick. I have so many from back in that genre. I really do.
Name a few. Who comes to mind?
What was his name? I'm about to say the wrong name. It's Billy something. He wrote the song.
Billy Ocean?
Billy.
No.
Billy Crystal?
He wrote Me and Mrs. Jones.
Was that Billy
Billy
Paul?
Paul. I think it was said Billy Paul.
Billy
It was
Paul.
between
We're
him.
talking about the group. Talking about the group. If you could only listen to one group, one R&B group for the rest of your life.
The rest of my life, Boys to Men.
Okay.
Now, see, if it was just one R&B singer for the rest of my life, it'd be Michael Jackson or don't shoot me when I say this.
Oh, no. Oh, don't say it.
Aura Kelly.
I knew you were going to say it.
Robert Kelly.
Moving on to the next point. No, I'm just kidding. No, respectful. No, for me, Kool in the Gang.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely cool.
Okay.
My favorite song to this day, Summer Madness. No words, just instruments. Which I think the question I was going to ask y'all with the AI thing. is, I mean, I love, of course, our technology. We're in technology, but what I love most about music is the instruments, like the real instruments. And I kind of feel like over the years there was less and less and less amount of real instrumentation versus artificial.
And I get, because one of the things we were talking about, me and my wife were talking about one time, was how on some of these older songs, they have these long intros.
Long
and it's showcasing the instrument.
Yes.
All those
long
intros
ending
are
too. The ending was also long.
Yep. Outer loop. Yep.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, if you go back, you look at the Temptation, Papa Was a Rolling Stone. That interlude is like 10 minutes before you start hearing any singing.
Yep.
But it sounded good.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. MJ, for an example, I think it was Thriller.
Oh.
Thriller had the longest intro.
That's wild.
It did.
Yeah. And, even like Prince, he had a few songs with long intros and long interlude as well. And back then, I mean, I never understood the reasons or the history of it, but as we go back further, it was music. You had those instruments that a lot of people don't play now. That was all, it just listen to the band before they start singing.
Listen to it. Go ahead.
And music was even equivalent when you start talking about TV shows.
Oh, yes.
Sanford and Son.
You literally can hum any
Good
TV
Times.
Synonymous with the show.
The show Amen.
227. What's happening?
The Cosby Show.
All of them.
That's when they played the music. You could even go to some not even, let's just go to some shows that's not even African American. Knight Rider.
Cheers.
Home Improvement.
Yeah.
MASH.
Man, yo, you got us on the MASH.
Yep.
Yeah,
Green Acres.
Green Acres.
Man, I miss Green Acres. I Dream of Jeannie.
Yep.
Come on now.
So I
All
mean,
that.
music, when you hear certain things, when you hear certain songs, it reminds you of certain times that you were in, and it's like that's what makes you love music.
Oh man. No,
Because back when I was listening to Tupac and Biggie, before I was actually listening to the words, I was listening to the beat.
Yep.
But then when I started listening to the words, you be like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hold up. I don't remember that. And then you be like, okay, now I see why my mama told me I couldn't listen to this. Like even NWA, let's go back to Drake. NWA, Eazy-E. I was listening to that. But I wasn't paying no attention to the words like that, because express yourself. I was really just listening to the beats, but when I got older and I started listening to the words, I understood what he was saying. But at the same time, I'm like, ugh.
And if you want to kind of go back when you talking about the lyrics, I mean, even some old school songs, like I had found this out, I think, through social media. The old song "Ring My Bell." Do you know what that song was about?
Oh, yes.
I didn't back then.
You don't.
Yeah, I didn't back then, but yeah.
And when I found out about it, I was like, huh?
The Isley Brothers, In Between the Sheets.
Oh yeah. That.
So if
No imagination
thinking
necessary.
about if you look at the difference in generations, because how our parents didn't want us to listen to the music from the 90s because of the lyrics, but even when they were around our age, their music was just as bad as ours. It's just it has gotten more explicit over time.
But see, the music back then, they talked about it, but it wasn't out in the open.
Exactly.
While they were singing it, they were referencing it using other ways.
Being not discrepancy.
Discreet.
Discreet.
Yeah, being discreet about it. Now, now you hear they just basically just putting it out there. Look, this what I'm gonna do. This what's happening. This what we about to get into. It wasn't no sugarcoating it.
Not at all. Not at all. It's just more explicit now. But like you said, it's like it was different code names, you know, because you couldn't really back in those days. You couldn't say cuss words or any kind of explicit or sexual terminology on a radio. You had to be discreet, just like you said.
That's the point. I was
But
just
see,
about to go ahead.
even back in the 90s and the early 2000s, you can say the D word, you could say the H word, but you can't say the B word, you can't say the MF word. But now, it's slowly being pushed on the radio. Completely. So it's a big difference.
Big difference.
Yeah, the FCC has gotten real slack. But see, but now, if you listen to some of the music for today,
Okay. What you got?
now we see how when we were coming up, our parents were like, quit listening to that trash. Now we doing the same thing. If you had kids, it's like, this is trash. We can't even understand what they're saying.
At all.
That, like, what are you talking about? Mumble rap.
Yeah.
Melodic rap.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I personally don't understand it at all.
Well, I've kind of learned over the past few months, you know, one, because you have Gen Alpha, Gen B that's coming up, that's growing up right now, right? Well, they have already created their new vocabularies. And a lot of us parents who are millennials and Gen X, we don't know what they mean.
Yeah, that's true.
And to answer that question, I never realized we make our own vocabulary for a generation, and the vocabulary we create, we use it towards our music. We use it towards our TV shows.
Yep.
That's very true. That's
So basically, music influences everything.
it does. And I always felt that music is way more powerful than
It
we're
is.
led to believe.
It's very powerful.
Way more powerful.
And that's a different story, because I could tell you why it's powerful, but that's a different story.
That's a different story. Okay, cool.
All right
cool.
then.
All right, well, moving on to one more hot chatter topic, I think, because we're getting ready to take a cool little break. Well, actually, we're getting ready to take that break right now. So, again, thank you for tuning in to Talk Show Kings. If you'd like to donate to the cause, you can reach us at Cash App, $TV1061. And we are going to take a break to pay some bills. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Lauren, and welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your film live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your TV show, sitcom, and showcase and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are exciting times that we're in. Traditional TV is but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is on the Roku platform. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It has a viewership of 53 million and counting. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and showcasing your movie or show, or interested in coming in as a sponsor or advertiser, please send us your contact information with a brief description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you. Hi.
Today's world exposes our youth to life experiences that are well beyond that which their years should allow. Violence, trauma, poverty, injustice. Our children's lives and their livelihoods are in constant danger. Wisdom Inc. is a community-based organization designed to save young lives by reducing violence and assisting youth in their personal development. Wisdom stands for wise individuals structuring and developing youthful minds. Through our collective wisdom, we can change lives for the better. Wisdom Inc. Reducing violence, developing youth, saving lives. Today's
your global network. Stay tuned, because that's how they do it over here. Big time party. All right, see y'all later.
You are tuned in to Talk Show Kings on TV 1061.
Man, what are they gonna do with this black on black crime, man? I'm sick of this. Thank you for watching another edition of Talk Show Kings on TV 1061. We'll be seeing you soon.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning back in. We are here at Talk Show Kings. If you'd like to call in and give some input on the conversation, you can see our phone number at the bottom, which is 770-485-7724. And now we're about to get into some big topics. We got some tech kings here, so we're going to get into some more tech talk. Before we get into the big topic, I wanted to bring up a little one just to see what you guys are thinking. So at first, when I saw the videos I mentioned before, I thought it was CGI. But China has a robot league of soccer, or football, and they're actually having 5-on-5, 10-on-10 robots playing soccer with one another and having a live audience watching. What are we thinking about this?
You know, when you mentioned this earlier, I forgot to tell you about, they had the robot boxing league.
That was real?
It was a movie.
I thought it was a movie, but I didn't know it was real steel. Right?
It was real too.
I didn't know it was. I thought it was just a movie.
So I mean, all of this stuff is evolving. Everything evolves. All it is a thought. That's all it takes. And it's not surprising for me, being that it shouldn't be surprising for anyone as long as we're in tech. I mean, and I say that because of all of the things that they've done with the computer by making them champions in chess, champions in Go. And if you don't know what Go is, that was an ancient Chinese board game that has so many different equations on how to win. It's like a lot of different ways to win that game, but you have to be very, very intelligent they say that the human mind can't even calculate how many different moves it can take to win the game. But they made a computer called AlphaGo that beat the Go champion. So I mean, it's bound to. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a football league, not soccer, a regular football league.
Just robots on robots.
It's all about who has the most money to do what. That's all it's about.
That's a good point. King Jason?
While he was explaining about that, I was trying to think. I'm not for sure if it was the Jetsons, but I remember it was a cartoon that had a sports of robots playing against each other. I think it was.
Yeah, it was the Jetsons.
I think it was the Jetsons. Yeah. So, you know, in my opinion, I think a lot of stuff that was shown in the past, I think it's kind of like a secret message or some type of influence, because I remember when I was a kid, I had a book that I either bought or my mom bought from the library or from the Book It program, where it was showing you vehicles. The vehicles?
Wow. The Book It program. I remember that.
We're going to hit that topic next.
They give you the pizza.
Reading
Rainbow. Way back. But, yeah, it was a book, and it was showing the vehicles of the future. And it just wasn't just like your regular residential vehicles. It was even industrial vehicles. It was even aviation. I remember one big, huge truck, and it was I don't think it was an oversized dump truck, but the design was different. It was like the windows were sleek. The vehicles were able to hold about 3 or 4 people all in the front of the truck and stuff like that. And it was pretty cool. And it was ran by the computer. I mean, you had a driver, but all you had to do was just hitting buttons on the screen. So seeing all these sci-fi movies, because I'm a sci-fi nerd, I'm a Trekkie, and I love it. And
me too.
You see a lot of these futuristic vehicles, you know, that's seen on movies and cartoons and shows. Somebody in the future is going to say, you know what? I want to bring this to life. But what's the challenge? The greedy folks.
How about this? I'm about to do something. Imagine this.
Okay.
You got NFL Madden, right? Yes. You got Madden. The game. You done played Madden before, right? You
2025.
know how you have the ratings.
Yes.
99, because you never get 100. It's
100,
99 is the top.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine them putting those same ratings for each player into a robot, and they get on the field and they battle. Instead of the person getting out on the field getting hurt, but they getting paid off the player on the field.
Whoa.
Kind of add a little twist to it. I know ESPN or some other sports channel, they host different virtual gaming competitions where you see a bunch of nerds sitting behind some screens playing a video game against other teams, right?
Right.
And you also have, which I love, my wife and I love to watch the show. It's like a BattleBots.
Oh yeah.
And how you see the teams
That's what I'm
fight.
talking about, BattleBots.
Yeah, BattleBots. So if you look at it and think about it, you know, having robots playing these sports, it's just us literally controlling the robots. Instead of us being in the field, we're playing the controllers of that's mainly operating those robots. We're not getting hurt anymore.
That's all we doing in Madden.
Simulator.
We're controlling the player. You're controlling
Correct.
the robot. So do you don't think that that's...
Oh, yeah.
Now, you want to go deeper?
Come on, man. You know,
Okay,
you know my
let's
slogan.
take that a little further to where not only will the robot already have that 99, what about the ones who have the 75 rating? And then they start learning off the 99, and then they build themselves up to 99 by themselves.
No. That sounds like Skynet all over again, man. Like,
And I think, you know, a big, huge pro and a con about robots and AI is that it not only continues to learn, but it never forgets. So if you have the lower level AI or robot learning how to catch up to that 99 robot or AI, well, that AI who's already at 99, he can't go no higher. But when both of them are at 99, how are they going to outsmart one another? How are they going to outplay?
I was just going to ask that
That's
question.
going to that's going to make it boredom then, because now you're going to have to figure out, okay, well, everybody's at 99. We're out of tricks. They know all the tricks in the book. So
Now,
what are we going to do?
See, AI, one thing you said is always learning. So even though they're at 99, they can still learn the movements of that other player. They can still know what that player is going to do. That's the whole point. AlphaGo, perfect example. It learned that player and how it played. Chess, that computer learned that player and how they played. See, if you play chess, when you sit next to somebody and you're playing against them, if you know how they play, if you done played them 3 times, you know this is what they're coming out. Their opening move is going to be, because they're going to set up their defense first. And you know how they're going to set their defense up. So now all you got to do is just strategize on how to stop them from setting that defense up, because if you stop them from setting that defense up, you got them. So if that AI robot is battling another AI robot that's 99, okay, he learned his movements on what he's going to do. He's still learning. That's what AI is built for, on learning. It's going to continue to learn. So even though we think it stopped at 99, but his intelligence is way higher than 99. His rating only stopped at 99, but his intelligence probably went up to 160. How they say that these players have high IQs? High basketball IQ, high football IQ. Yeah, his high AI IQ is probably at 200.
Ooh, AI IQ, that's fire.
So
Wow.
it's different. Man, look, we can talk about this all day, but we can move on.
We can do that. We can definitely do that. But so the big topic, though, for those who weren't aware, Meta just announced they are planning to build a super campus data center in Northeast Louisiana for their AI division. They're saying it's going to be the size of Manhattan. What are your thoughts on this? Go ahead, Jason.
Skynet.
Skynet, yeah. Coming sooner than later, or coming again, some people might say.
Nah, it's already, a buddy of mine said it's already here, but you know, as we said, AI continues to learn, and if you know, you're having competitors, you have companies who are competing against each other, you have countries that competing against other countries. You know, who has the best AI, who has the fastest, who has the biggest, who has the whatever, right? So you're going to always compete against somebody or something. So you building a data center the size of a city.
One of the largest cities.
I don't even know how big Manhattan is, but
I mean,
one of the larger ones.
It's a nice size.
Yeah.
You know, because Manhattan is I don't know the square feet or square mileage, but it's a nice size city in New York. That's where you have all the major broadcast companies where they have their shows. You have a lot of millionaires who live in the $1 million, condos downtown, and that's where the major shops and stuff are too. So
$1 million.
So but my thing is, building a data center that size or that type. My question is, what are your true intentions? Because to my understanding, data centers, they burn a lot of power.
A lot
of
power.
And that's why a lot of cities, even here in Douglasville, they didn't want data centers put out here, even though we're having some data centers put out here. But again, all of this is just a race to see who can make the best AI product. So you have Meta AI. You have Elon. He got SpaceX.
It's called X something.
X is
XAI, I thought.
XAI.
Yeah.
And then you have
Microsoft.
NVIDIA.
Well, NVIDIA, we're going to get we'll get to NVIDIA in a minute.
You got Microsoft, like he stated, Google.
You got Copilot. You got Google, that's
Gemini.
With Gemini. You have all of these different AIs out here, and everybody is trying to get to be the top, because I want you to use my AI, because I know if you use my AI programs, I'll make money.
True.
So I mean, that's what it is. I mean, who can deliver the best AI platforms?
So speaking of AI platforms, I remember there was a story that was being covered. It was down, I think, Savannah, Georgia, where you have one of the biggest ports in the U.S. And remember the fight that the employees had against
the strike.
What turns out, one of the reasons they had that strike is because their jobs are at risk of being taken over by AI. Companies have already developed machines that can operate similar duties of a forklift, and the forklifts on those ports are different types of forklifts that be able to pick up trailers, loads of trailers, and not just loads. I mean, they're able to work 24/7 without stopping. So you think about it, AI is it's already threatening people's jobs. So there's a lot of things you can use AI for. I mean, you can use it for all different types of manufacturing labor. You can use it for, technology-wise to create new scripts, new programs, new systems, or whatever. AI is very huge. It can offer a lot.
Agreed.
Now, I like to say that AI is not going to take your job. It's the people that know how to use AI that's going to take your job. Because even though they got all of these different machines that's coming in that can work 24/7, but there still has to be somebody to operate that know how to do this stuff. Most of the problem most of the problem in our community, in our African-American community, is people don't want to pivot. People don't want to change. And until we can start changing and get with the newer ways of doing things, we're going to be in the same predicament, the same spot. Technology, we all knew that technology was going to change years ago. People just wasn't paying attention. When they went from typewriter to computer, you already knew there was a change coming.
Big change.
When they went from a dot matrix printer to a laser printer, change is coming.
You know, and speaking about change, my wife and I are watching a HBO Max series that takes place in the the mid 1800s and the late 1800s.
What show is that?
The Gideon, I think it's called the Gideon or Glidden, I can't remember. Okay. But look it up. It's like 3 seasons, and it's about when up in New York time. It's like around the Midwest area, around New York and New Jersey, where trains were starting to become a major thing, and then you had manufacturers, you had warehousing work, and you talk about coming up with ideas. This one millionaire, he was wanting to design trains that can go faster to do more trips than the average or the current train. So for an example, he says a train can go from New York to Chicago, from Chicago to LA faster than what the average train takes now. It's less stops and get there quicker. Well, you gotta remember, when it comes to age difference, you have the older people. No, it's not going to work. Why would you want to do this? Da 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 da. It's because they're not used to the change and they don't want change. But you can't stop time. It's going to always be some type of a change when it comes to a new generation. Always.
And it's funny that you said something about the train, because I don't know if you realize that they're trying to do that now. In real life, they're trying to make those trips shorter. Like you can, so that way if you want to get, how long do it take to catch, if you get on Amtrak right now and go from here to California, how long that normally take?
Like several days to a week. But you have you have countries like Japan, China, and some European countries that have bullet trains.
Right.
And the bullet train can literally be from one country to another less than 8 hours.
And that's what they're trying to implement over here. But in order for them to do that, there's only 2 or 3 ways that they can do that. One, they're going to have to wait for somebody over here in the United States that's going to be able to build that. Or they're going to have to go get with Japan and China to help them do it. And Japan and China, they going to want some money. And they 9 times out of 10, the way that their economy is set up, they want land. See what they did. I don't know if you paid attention to what they did in Africa to get land over in Africa. They said they would help them build their economy up, but we need this amount of land.
Yeah.
So China, they want land. They don't want the money like that. They want the land. So that's what they're looking for. But all of this thing with the AI, with the Meta AI building, the data center, it's just another power move. And there's been a lot of power moves being made lately. $2 billion from SpaceX to XAI. Then you got now all of a sudden this popping up. Meta gonna build this data center.
Yeah, man. Sam Cooke, a change gonna come, right? That's what he said. A change gonna come. Well, one little snippet I wanted to hit on the AI too, because it's my first time ever seeing it in person. I don't know if y'all ever seen it or been inside it, but it's this unmanned vehicle, Waymo.
Oh God.
That drives around. That has a little. Yeah. So I was in an event, and basically the way it was, the parking was set up to where it was just a 2-lane road, and there was cars parked on the left and right side. So at one point, there's only enough space for one car to go through. So, gentleman came out of that vehicle, and now the AI car is trying to leave, and it got confused and didn't know what to do. So the little siren at the top started spinning. It started trying to do like a 17-point turn. Then eventually what it did is it came down the hill and turned around the parking lot. But I was thinking, like, do y'all think that when those situations happen, somebody just pull up like a remote control car and just start like remote it into the car and start controlling it? Because
that's what I'm thinking, because that's just like the drones.
Right. Yep. Just big RC cars.
If you look at it like this, airplanes, they don't fly the airplanes no more unless they have to. The only time the pilot is really flying that airplane is landing and take off. Everything else is done autopilot. The only other time they grab that wheel is when they have to. So that's the same way that those Waymos work, or Wago or whatever it's called. But I see them all the time downtown. I be like, I used to want to get in one, and then I started seeing certain things that they do. I don't want to get in one. I'm good.
To answer your question, I remember years ago, Elon had placed out a challenge to a lot of hackers. He says, if you can hack into my car, he's like, I'll pay you a certain amount of money.
His Teslas?
Mm-hmm. And I think somebody was able to actually do it.
He didn't hack in. They didn't hack into his car. They hacked his plane.
He has a plane too?
They hacked his plane, and you know how much money he gave him?
How much?
$100.
No.
Wow.
No.
Wait,
not
is
100.
this airplane?
He hacked the little kid. It was a little kid. He hacked his airplane. He didn't hack his car. He hacked his airplane.
His private jet?
His private jet. He hacked it.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So, give that kid a scholarship, not $100. That's kind of crazy. But wait. So, what about? Is it true? I didn't do my research enough on this. I need to. But for like Uber, a lot of the investors have been taking a loss for years, only because they are waiting for semi trucks to be unmanned, so that way they can get a return back on their investment.
It's in development already.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had.
It's in development.
I
Yeah.
thought they said that they had them out driving, but
Only in
they're
a few states.
Yeah, they're just out
It's in
driving,
the
doing their
testing phase
test
right
driving.
now. Yeah. It's in the testing phase right
That's
now, but they
scary
still
to
have
me.
someone in the vehicle, but in case any emergency happens. But yeah, it's in development right now. Yeah.
That's not scary to y'all. That like thousands.
Once again, if you are using AI to operate on a port, what not make you think of operating a truck?
That's fair.
Now,
that's valid.
I'm gonna kind of go back to a movie again.
Oh.
Minority Report.
Oh man, let's go. Yeah, I love that movie though.
So you talking about AI being able to do anything or a lot of stuff. In the future, we're going to give AI the ability to even create AI, to create robots, develop robots, to where sooner or later AI's like, we don't need you humans anymore. Thank you though.
Megan 2.
Oh, I didn't see the second one.
I watched.
Haven't
that
seen it yet.
I watched
I gotta
that
watch
this-
it.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything. I watched that this weekend. You might as well watch it.
You liked it?
I liked it.
I love the first one. I was intrigued.
She did her dance though. I'm gonna tell you that.
She did her
She
dance?
did another dance. Well, she didn't do that
a
dance,
new-
but she did a new dance. I like that. She did a new dance though.
Wow.
Now, we talked about. I told y'all we're gonna come back to NVIDIA.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm glad you brought that back up.
NVIDIA. Since we talking about what robots are gonna be able to do and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
NVIDIA was told by Trump administration not to sell their chips to China. Why is that?
Why is that?
But why all of a sudden now they can sell their chips to China? NVIDIA is going to be the top distributor of AI chips.
The top distributor.
The top distributor of AI chips.
Yeah.
So you
That's
talking
true.
about the processor? Now we talking about the AI chip itself.
Yeah.
They're going to be the top seller of that chip, of the AI chip.
Have we not seen Small Soldiers where they put these chips inside toys and the toys try to take over the world? Like, come on now. Like,
Well, since you said that, we have to remember that whatever comes to us has already been used by the military and the federal government.
that's a fact.
So
That is a
thinking
fact.
about what the brother was saying, the king was saying about NVIDIA creating a chip, a processor that can control or manage the AI system. Just think about it. It's already been in the military. It's already been used and still being used now. It's just they have the more advanced systems than what we have.
Oh yeah, Russia, China, Japan, they all lead in the United States when it comes to this AI technology. They're leading.
Yep.
And right now, who's going to be the next AI expert in the United States? Because Elon only knows so much.
And he just started. He just started his AI system company not too long ago. Actually, he just joined.
Right.
He just joined the competition.
Right, and if you've really been looking at it, remember I was telling you about all the things that was taking place with not just with Meta, building the data center, with SpaceX donating the money to XAI. Well, as soon as XAI's got that donation, ChatGPT 4 rolled out a week later. ChatGPT rolled out OpenAI rolled out a whole nother ChatGPT platform, which was more advanced than the Grok 4.
Wow.
So AI is changing every day.
Yep.
So I'm not going to be surprised when they say we're building this, when these companies talking about they're going to build this data center. The question is, who you going to hire? How many job openings is going to create for those that's in that area? How many training are you just going to keep? Are you just opening up that data center just to house your AI robots? Because eventually you're going to have a whole slew of robots that's going to be going to war with other countries, and it's just going to be those robots battling each other. It's not. It's going to say the human. It's going to be human lives that's not going to die because of it. But there's going to be some that's going to lose their. You may have some that lose jobs, but what are they going to do? What are they going to decide to pivot to get a job? Or are they going to stay in that spot and just say, "Woe, cry, woe is me"?
So true.
So it's all about pivoting. It's all about taking that next step because it's here.
It's not going nowhere.
You know, and kind of going back, I remember too, it was on the news about, when they was covering the story with Israel and Iran and how they shooting and firing missiles. I mean, it makes sense. It's going to be also just missiles, less people, more missiles, more robots, more AI. You can even make a small drone that is loaded with the weapon and just literally target that drone to go literally fly right to its target, hit it, and kill it. You don't need no human being. Just lock target, hit that button, gone. So, I mean, you have to, people always say, be ready for a change. Don't sit there. That's why they always ask in an interview, how do you feel about change? Are you a person that can, who likes to just sit and do the same thing over and over again, or are you okay for change? It's one of the main questions on a application. And they ask you in an interview, are you open for change? And we have to be open for it. Because if we don't, we're going to be far behind.
Very right. Very true. Very true. Well, we actually are at our time. So, King, you have some closing remarks?
No, just, learn to pivot.
Yeah, that's true. King Jason?
Start studying for robotics. Start studying for AI. Get certified. Become a programmer.
Very true. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for tuning in to Talk Show Kings. Once again, if you'd love to donate to this lovely cause, you can reach us at Cash App. That's $TV 1061. Of course, great appreciation and thank you to our producer, Felix Washington, and the city of Douglasville for housing our wonderful show, Talk Show Kings. Take care, peace, and love.
Peace. You are tuned in to Talk Show Kings on TV 1061.
Man, what they gonna do with this black on black crime, man? I'm sick of this. Thank you for watching another edition of Talk Show Kings on TV 1061. We'll be seeing you soon.